Hi Leo, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. I'm going to pull you an additional guidance card before I pull the rest of the cards. So you've got the Breathe card. Now someone else got that, and I can't remember who it was, just in case you're cross-watching. Sometimes when the Breathe card comes our way, we can feel we're at a period in our life where things are very urgent. There's things that need to be resolved, almost a feeling like you're against the clock. Some of you might be waiting on news, waiting on deadlines. The advice is always to be in the present moment, to take a deep breath, and that's generally because sometimes what it's saying to you, Leo, is what's the hurry. So there might be a feeling that time is going very, very fast. We're in Aries season. Aries makes a really lovely trine to Leo. So you might feel this urge to follow your heart, follow your passions. Now following your heart and following your passions, I always say to go for. But there might be a feeling of impatience for that Breathe card. And that feeling of, oh my gosh, I really need to do this now. But I'll see what the rest of the cards say to clarify the Breathe card. So please tell me what's going on for the sign of Leo for the week ahead. Four of Cups behind you. That's definitely not the Breathe card. Four of Cups is a little bit of a apathetic card. Two fours, so already a lot of your energy is going into your security. So let me carry on. The challenge is the Knight of Cups. Nine of Wands in your relationships. High Priestess as the central issue. And the Moon card. So that is very, very interesting with that Breathe card. I think its message is about taking things easy, Leo, because you've got 1, 2, 3 cards which are very, very much based on reflective energy, and your gift is the Four of Pentacles. So when the Four of Pentacles is a gift, it sort of has a message that there's some stability and some security around you, and maybe keeping yourself and your feelings to yourself is not a negative this week. So we're either in periods of rest or we're in periods of moving forward. So by the looks of it, most of the week is an energetic week of taking a step back. In fact, your challenge is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups so wants to go forward. You know, he's a really fast-moving knight, very much full of very gregarious, joyful energy. That is a challenge because a lot of your cards are representing very, very much being in a very, very, very reflective period, okay? I will clarify. So the Four of Cups is behind you. This is a cup. Some energy has came your way. It's a cup of love. The Ace of Cups is a very, very blessed energy. Now what you're doing, Leo, is just staring at this offer, but you're not getting up and you're not going after it. Now that doesn't seem to be a negative, because the Four of Pentacles is the gift. So when these two cards appear, there's a message sort of telling me that where you're at is not a bad place, because the Four of Pentacles isn't a bad card. There's almost a call to take a step back, to reflect on this cup, to decide what the best way forward is. The Knight of Cups is the challenge. So the Knight of Cups, I said, wants to really go forward. Very, very, I mean, it's a water sign, but it's very, very Leo energy because Leo rules the heart. But it's your challenge, because the rest of your energy is much more based on almost not keeping yourself to yourself. What is that terminology about? I don't know. It's like there's a lot of internal work going on, but it seems to be that it's going on in the inside. So why is the Knight of Cups a challenge? Because it's with the Eight of Wands. So this is very fast moving communication. A lot of texting, especially texting that's between you and another person where there's a lot of feelings involved. Because your gift is either you or someone else is keeping their feelings close to their chest. And maybe what the Breathe card is saying is it's okay to be there right now. And maybe there's a part of you that wants to express yourself, to go forward, to be in contact. But the sort of central issue and the central message seems to be much more based on this is a week where you don't have to rush things. Because what's strange is how other people are showing up for you is a Nine of Wands, okay? So the Nine of Wands can be quite a self-protective energy. So there's a couple of cards that are coming across here as people being quite guarded, and your gift is almost saying that it's actually okay to be in this space right now. Even though there's this desire, there's this energy to express and to move forward, there definitely is an energy here of holding back energy. Everything is about timing. There's always spiritual dilemmas, there's always spiritual solutions. And the spiritual solution is always about right timing. And I don't think it's the most incredible right time to go forward and be very emotionally expressive, because I don't think you're going to be met with the most open energy, because it looks like people are showing up in quite self-protective modes. So why is the Nine of Wands showing up for Leo? Yeah, because of the Two of Swords. So there's not, people are holding back their energy, Leo, I guarantee you. The Two of Swords can represent people not wanting to deal with things, or it can just represent peace, because that's the free will that we have. Our free will is always about how we perceive events. So we can perceive parts of our life as, oh my gosh, there's not a lot of contact here, as a negative, or we can begin to see that momentum is building, and it's building gradually towards change, and we don't have to hurry change, okay? Unless you're in dire life circumstances. But the Four of Pentacles is not dire life circumstances. It's a little bit in the box, but sometimes it's okay to be in the box, to rest, to just be where you're at. And other times we need to move. It's all about right timing, because underneath the Four of Pentacles is the High Priestess. There's an awful lot of things not being revealed here, Leo, to tell you the truth. So maybe you're working on maybe there's some seed that you're working on growing, okay? Some new potential that you're contemplating. But the sort of message is this is not the time to, you know, when a seed is growing and if we start digging the earth, we mess everything up. It's definitely a message about allowing with these cards, because the Moon card is the outcome, which means you're in this period of waiting. So what we're beginning to look for is the aces to start coming. Yeah, look, and what comes afterwards, the Ace of Wands. So you're moving into action, but not for most of the week. Most of the week is very much based on, I've almost got a picture of you, Leo, as just wanting to sit in the energy of peace, of peacefulness, and not be disturbed. And when that happens, I always see it as there's some new seed, some new potential, some idea that wants to come through you. And when that's happening, we always need great rest, great peace, in order to allow this seed to sprout, to come forth. And that's where you're headed towards. So see if the Ace wants to come with anything. The Chariot. Okay, so you're going to a period of great change. And how people deal with change is so incredibly unique. A lot of people deal with change by taking a step back to build your energy in order to go forward. Because if you think about it, when you're charging a battery, the battery needs to rest in order for it to be ignited. And there's a little bit of energy. There's absolutely a message of that for you this week, Leo. That the change is coming after this period, but this period this week is very much about wanting to be in stillness. And maybe the people around you might be quite defensive with you, Leo, by the looks of it, with that Nine of Wands. Now, you can deal with that as an issue, or you can deal with it by just being okay. Because our relationships are all contracts that we designed before we were born. And when we actually really get to know that and get to accept it, we realise there's absolutely no hurry in anything. And then we stop fretting, and then we gain soul power. Because soul power is very much about being at peace with your own being and knowing there's a right time to act and there's a right time to rest. This week is more about resting, getting ready to take action, which you're headed towards very soon. Because if we act when we are frazzled, oh my gosh, the results are always chaos. And that is not a good place to build a life from. We need to build a life from peace in order to go forward with clarity and clear vision, which is what the Chariot is with the Ace of Wands. So there seems to be, you're in what I call the sacred pause, Leo. And really your battery's been charged up in order to get ready to break through into some great changes. Okay, Leo, wish you all the best. Loads of love, loads of rest, by the way, if at all possible. Because the Chariot with the Ace of Wands is very exciting energy to be headed towards. Okay, loads of love, Leo. Bye.